This is Keyah, and I'm rocking with Key to the City podcast.
It ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Gotta blame it on the goose. Gotta blame it on my juice, baby. It ain't my fault that I'm out here making news. I'm the pudding in the proof. Gotta blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice.
What's going on, kinfolks? Welcome back to Key to the City podcast. Another episode. It's your country cousin Yoni. I have another special guest with me. Hey, we've been on the road lately with our health professionals in the building, so I'm trying to keep that going. You dig that? I want you to have a healthy 2020. Before we get started, much appreciation for everyone that's been liking, sharing, commenting, whatever you've been doing to spread the word about the podcast. Thank you for voting us best local podcast in Jackson. We sure enough appreciate it, and we're gonna keep working hard, baby, to keep on delivering quality content. So our key guest today, this queen right here, has been grinding to build her own empire in a healthy way, and we're gonna find out more about what she's doing. She's the owner of Mamanatures Juice Bar, and I got a quick question when I introduce her, so I got to keep that on the top of my mind. We're gonna find out how she got started, how long she's been in it, any obstacles that she may have had to face. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Queen Keyah, owner of Mama's Nature Juice Bar. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I can't complain. Thank you for joining us. Before I get into my real questions, is Mama's Nature a play on Mother's Nature?
Yes, definitely is.
Captain Obvious,
Definitely
baby.
is.
So how your day going so far?
It's going well. You know, just left the bar working, and I'm still working like in the midst of this. So once I leave here, I'm going back to work. So
True grinder.
That's about it.
Well, we appreciate you stopping through. So before we get into the actual juice bar, what were you doing before you started your entrepreneurial journey?
Before my entrepreneurial journey, I was a lab tech at a mental hospital.
Wow.
Hines Behavioral Health, if you're familiar with it.
Yes.
I was there for about 3 years. While there, I was actually in my prereqs for nursing. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, what made you jump from being in school to directly being an entrepreneur and owning your own juice bar?
Life, a whole lot of life.
Yeah.
Like, life definitely transitioned me there. You know, I already had that drive in me, you know, to really do it. And I already had a passion for just like serving people and doing for people and helping people. Well, while in college, you know, and while actually going through school, I took the time to actually read my books because I wanted to minor in nutrition, you know.
Right.
I really wanted to actually understand what I was telling people, you know, and just talking about, and really reading into that really opened my eyes. And then my mother actually went vegan, you know, during this time. So during, you know, her journey as a vegan, you know, she's really pushing the information on me, pushing me like, oh, go do it. And I'm like, lady, I can't let go of what I'm used to, you know. I can't do that. But the more I really truly like dived into nutrition, I really was like, okay, let me try it out, because myself was dealing with headaches and fatigue, and you know, that was actually just because of the way I was eating.
Oh.
And that opened my eyes to so much, even to my daughter, who was at the time dealing with chronic asthma. So this is like daily steroids, monthly visits to the doctor, and just taking her off a few things and integrating a few other things into her life, seeing the changes. So it definitely like pushed me to actually really wanting to get my health better, and then those around me better as well. So.
And I definitely want to put a pin in the ailments that we suffer from the foods we eat and what we put into our body. I want to come back to that. Has health always been a passion of yours, or is something that you gained along the way?
So I feel like health has always been a passion of mine, but during my life it was like in the wrong areas. So health was a passion. I wanted to be fit because I wanted to look good.
Right.
Like,
as most of us do.
Yeah, and that's where it was. So I'm doing my health things. I'm doing it, but it's because I just want to look good. I'm trying to, you know, do this to sculpt my body, and at the same time I'm tired, I'm fatigued, I'm having to do energy drinks, you know, things like that to keep myself going, not realizing like I wanted to feel good, and in the midst of feeling good, I'm gonna automatically look good because it's an internal thing,
right.
you know.
Right.
So, yeah.
What's your current lifestyle? Vegan, pescatarian?
Current lifestyle, I consider myself plant-based, but right now I would say pescatarian.
Okay.
We'll look into pescatarian because I am doing things like salmon and tuna steaks, but other than that, it's plant-based.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but pescatarian is centered around seafood?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's the benefits of pescatarian? Being a pescatarian? I thought about it.
So
Can I fry my fish?
No, you know what? No. But you can fry your fish. You can enjoy that, but definitely no. When you're getting into these different lifestyles, do it for health. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm doing it because I'm just giving up this," because they say to do that. Actually, do it for health. Like people do that all the time when they transition to lifestyles, and then they're vegan, and you're still an unhealthy vegan.
Right.
You're still an unhealthy vegetarian. You're still an unhealthy pescatarian. Get into it for true health. So don't eat fried fish all the time.
Right.
Pan fry it or something. But some people do pescatarian lifestyle because it's an easy transition when they're just trying to transition themselves from meat.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, I'm not giving it up completely. I'm still getting my fish and my seafood in, so they don't feel like they're missing that as a whole. For me, I would definitely say it's because I'm trying to do this thing where I'm like gaining weight, and salmon, tuna steaks are those easy, packed proteins.
So that will put weight on you. Okay, baby, you listening? Salmon and tuna
steak.
Tuna steak.
Fresh. Yes.
All right, we have to check that out. Now let's get into mama's nature. Well, no, before that, like what are they putting in our foods that's slowing us down, that's causing us to have adverse effects as far as like, because me, honestly, not to get too spiritual and everything, but I believe God placed everything on earth here for us that we need as far as nutrition and healing. But what is it that they're adding to our food? Is it the preservatives, the dyes?
It's all of it as a whole, What you just said was actually something when I go and speak, I tell people a customer actually told us when she came into the juice bar. But, it's all the chemicals. It's all the stuff they're having to use to process, the amount of salts, the amount of sugars, like the carcinogens. It's all of that they have to put in it to preserve it, to make it long lasting or to make it convenient. When the more convenient it is, the more processed it is, and the more stable it is to last for years and years on, years, the more processed or, more preservatives or anything that's in it. So. Because
I can only imagine what's in McDonald's hamburgers, but I keep eating them. Like, how can you get a real burger for $1?
Oh man, nah, you gotta let that go. You gotta get you a real mango for $1, okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to do better. Oh, I actually recently got a blender for Christmas, and I've been doing my fruits and everything. And can they work as meal replacements, or mainly just to energize us and provide like antioxidants? But I do add protein powder to it as well. So can it serve like as a meal replacement?
Definitely can. To me, sometimes we need to take breaks from our digestive system. So smoothies are just a great way that you need to just put into your life to actually give your stomach a break from having to break down your food. Like, your stomach is so busy breaking down food, it doesn't have time to do all the other healing processes that it does throughout the entire body. Because it's focused on the gut. You're eating processed food, it's taking more energy there because this isn't a natural process that your body knows. So now it's having to, do other things in order just to kind of cleanse yourself and cleanse toxins out like it normally does. So, meal replacement with smoothies is a definite, yes. Sometimes it's actually good to do that, every couple of days out of the week. So,
now, mama's nature. I want to know what pushed you to go ahead and jump and do it. How long you've been in business, and what your experience has been like thus far.
So what pushed me to do it? I started mamanatures when I was working at the mental hospital at Hines Behavioral. And while there, I actually have my brother is actually a mental patient, if you want to, consider him that himself. So, I already, grew up around that environment. Then actually working there, it really just sparked my interest just on the way things affect us, it's so many different things that you can actually experience outside of, you know, life that affects you growing up and then takes a mental toll on you. And then when your health isn't in order, like how it can plummet easily. And one thing that actually sparked my interest working at the mental hospital, one of the doctors told me that people that are addicted to sugar are easily addicted to like crack cocaine.
Wow. I can see that.
Like it hits the same endorphins.
Right.
The way you're addicted to it, the way it can calm you down, like it hits the same endorphins. And I was like, whoa. And I'm like, okay. And you know, I was already interested in health, so I'm like, okay, let me really get into it. So doing it for myself, doing it for family, doing it for the people around me. You know, I started Mamanatures as a delivery service, and that's what I wanted it to be, like a delivery service, like just make it juicy, you get it.
Okay.
Doing that, I was delivering to people. You know, first started at the hospital, so I'm there at the clinic. You know, with my team members, people that's working there, even customers. Like customers are the first people we're interacting with, and I'm getting a chance to sit with you for 10, 20, sometimes 30 minutes.
Right.
And you know, I'm really telling them about their diet, like how it's affecting them, what they're dealing with, and I'm trying to give them like tips on, hey, combat that headache with this, and like I just need to eat that, and I'm like, you know, yeah, that and other things, you know, and you can really assist yourself with what you're dealing with. And working there, you know, just seeing the success and people coming back, the stories that people were telling me, how it was helping them, people that were dieting or changing their lifestyle, how it helped them to stay on track. I was actually transferred from that clinic to another clinic I shall not name.
We ain't gonna put no light on you.
So I was transferred to another clinic, and there, you know, still trying to do my business, still, you know, doing my job. They just made it a living.
I know, Hades.
Yeah, Hades. Yes. So it was just very tough, and you know, I just kept pushing through. But with seeing where my business was going, I said, you know what? I feel like this is almost me being pushed out from where I am, because I was comfortable where I was, you know, and at the same time, I'm pursuing nursing.
Yeah.
So I'm comfortable. This is my path. This is where I'm supposed to be going. This is where I'm headed. But life was pushing me in another direction. It was like, no, over here is where you're supposed to be going. This is what you're supposed to be pursuing. I was even at times like, let me just stop doing what I'm doing. Stop going to the farmer's market. Stop, you know, delivering to people. Let me pause that so I can focus on school.
Right.
But like, I was getting more traction there, and I'm like, whoa, I'm making more doing this than I am in my job.
Wow. Yeah.
So it got to the point where I was like, man, if I just focus on this and school, then, you know, hey, I'll just get my money from here and go to school, and I can quit with the stress, you know.
Right.
So left my job, and I'm doing it full-fledged. I'm doing the business. All of a sudden, it almost like comes to kind of like a halt, and the sales aren't as high as they were.
Right.
And I'm like, whoa.
Hit the wall.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Hit the wall. So, you know, at that moment, I'm like, well, is this the moment where I kind of give up, go back to school, give me a job, go back to my normal routine? But it took me to talk to others, and it helped me realize that, honestly, I was just dreaming too small.
Wow. See, that's why I do the show.
Listen,
To hear stories like this. Yeah.
I was dreaming too small, and I needed to open up I had to open up my vision, you know, and really dream big and just go for it.
Right.
So while I was at the standstill, you know, life is hitting me. You know, I'm a single mother, 2 children, so life is hitting me. And I'm like, I ain't got no job. I'm in school in the air because I'm in the air. So I'm like, what's my next move? I was like, you know what? I know what I need to do. I need to make a plan. I need to make a plan. I need to follow it. And that's what I did. You know, I took it. I dreamed bigger. I said, you know what? Instead of just trying to be a delivery and trying to get me a kitchen, I can get more people to buy from me if I give them the experience.
Right, exactly.
So if I open up a space and I give people the experience of what they're supposed to experience when it comes to health, health is not supposed to be a hush-hush, let me get my phone, let me drink my green juice in the back. You know, I don't want people to think I'm weird. It's supposed to be a, hey, I'm going to, how you doing? Come meet me here,
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So I wanted to open up a space to create that experience. Let people come in, let them experience health, the fun with it, other people to experience in it. Because even when I started, people was telling me what I was doing wasn't going to be something that was supported, you know, big in my community.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, I can see where people would think that.
Biggest supporters.
That's what's up.
Half of them and half of our customers that come in were totally uneducated about what we sell. Like totally uneducated about just these raw fruits and vegetables. You know, what it does for the body, superfoods, herbs, and different things like that. So them coming in and getting that experience has made them, people are everyday customers.
Man, that's powerful. Powerful story. I went through something similar, so I'm glad to, like you say, when you went out, you started talking to people and asking for advice and sharing your story. I hope y'all taking in these gems. She's dropping major keys. What's your highest selling product or most popular product?
Most popular will have to be tropical greens. It's a smoothie.
Okay.
It's spinach, pineapple, mango, banana, vegan protein, and almond milk. It's simple, it's easy. You get in greens, you get in fruit, and it stays and keeps its sweet taste because of that vegan protein.
What's the benefit of that particular?
So you get in 2 servings of greens, 2 servings of fruits. So there go your veggies and your fruits.
Okay.
And you're just getting like some great nutrients, and it's an awesome way to get some natural energy in the body because your body is like no longer nutrient deprived.
Right.
Because that's a lot of times we're tired, and that's the reason why we have headaches, because the body is being deprived of nutrients, of just water. Like people don't know the importance of water in the body. So one, you get those nutrients, you get that tropical greens in you. You got you some greens, you got you some fruit, and then your stomach didn't have to work. So you're getting nutrients and you're not using energy. So
that's powerful. I'm definitely gonna come by to see you tomorrow. You got my word. I will be in there. I like something sweet with some caramel in it. Or am I going off
Caramel.
That's against the grain?
Listen, it's not against the Mama Nature's brand grain, because we may have a brand that actually will service things like that.
Okay.
So, but Mama Nature's juice bar, yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's against the grain of the juice bar. We got you with some dates now.
Okay,
We can
okay.
do a little date blend, a little, something like that, a little caramel taste.
I'll do that then. Well, I'll let you choose for me when I come there. Key to the City Podcast. We got the Queen Keyah here, owner of Mama's Nature Juice Bar. Before I let you go, what do you say to those that they want to do better, they want to eat healthier, drink healthier, but they complain about it being too expensive? I consider it an investment, but what's your...
Definitely. Number one, that's the biggest thing. It is an investment. Like you're investing in yourself now for just later better health.
Right.
Because later on, I'm telling you, we get people that come in where their prescription totals are $300, $400, $700. One guy did I guess like an experiment. He's been living with this. I don't know if it was a disease or dermatology, whatever issue, but he would have skin lesions. He was living with that for over 10 years and taking medication to just, help with the symptoms, but not actually cure it.
Right.
Someone told him to do wheatgrass. They told him to do wheatgrass. He was like, "Oh man, it's expensive. It's like $5. We'll get a shot of it." He said, "Okay, well think about it. Your medicine is $1,400, and you're gonna go pay that." He said a $5 shot every day for 7 days. He was like, "Try that and get the total out of that and see what happens." By week 2, this guy's skin lesions were no longer on his arm. Now he had never seen that.
Right.
He had been dealing with this for years, where the skin lesions are steadily appearing. Once one is healed, the other one is coming, and this is literally helping to change. I'm not going to say like change his cellular makeup, not making any medical claims.
Right.
But it helped to like rejuvenate those dead cells and those cells that were infected and that were causing, that issue. And I'm hoping he hasn't been back. I don't know if his life has been just good and peachy, but he's been doing great. After the wheatgrass, he just started doing smoothies after that, but was not experiencing the issues he had been experiencing for that long.
That's what's up. It's better to invest on the front end at a lower cost
Exactly.
than to continue to just treat something over time. That's really how they make their money, but that's a different topic.
Exactly.
But before we get out of here, how can they follow Mama's Nature, find out more about you, come visit you, hours, location?
So you can find Mama Nature's Juice Bar on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are Mama Nature's Juice Bar on Facebook, Mama Nature's on Instagram, and I think Mama Nature's Juice Bar on Twitter as well. come on, follow us. You can find us at www.mamanatureswellness.com. Go on there, read about our story, view the menu, and swing by the juice bar. Oh, 2 locations.
2 locations.
We're in Ridgeland off of Lake Harbor Drive and in Jackson and Fondren, right where the old Rainbow, the historic Rainbow Co-op was. So
I'll be at the one in Fondren tomorrow.
yes.
Y'all check them out, man. Go support them. Black owned, locally owned, doing big things in the city. We have to support our own, and we want to give them their flowers while they're still here. And that's why she has the key to the city today. Queen Keyah, I am your country kinfolk Yoni. This is the Key to the City podcast. We out, man.
All right.